Hey, what's going on, man? Just checking with you, man. Want to shine some light about that government shutdown. Um, a lot of coverage, some insights. Shout out to the Boss Show, Lisa Cabaret. I think Nicole we talked about a little bit. Other media, it's a big thing. The government shut down. This ain't the first time, it ain't gonna be the last time. There's many governments shut down, but I mean, they all had somewhat dumb reasons to begin with. I think, but this one in particular is kind of like really should be a non-issue reason. Um, it gravitates to the immigration law, and if you are illegal, like in most countries, if you enter their country illegally and not by the proper channels of entry, then you should be automatically deported. But that's just kind of like immigration laws and everything. But I think the thing that's disappointing me is really the Democrat Party because they want to take a stand on the DACA. Now, like I said, like Trump, he threw the ball in the Congress court. He told Congress, man, you guys can fix it. When he ended it, he actually gave them a second chance to revamp it and improve it. But he said he wasn't going to sign it unless they put the wall in there. You know what I'm saying? He said, it was like a give and take. We'll let you get DACA, but you got to put the wall. The Democrats didn't want to do the wall because they feel like, well, that would hamper their chances of gaining new Democratic leverage on the voting booth. But in history, in past elections, the Hispanic bloc was not the main bloc to vote Democrats in. Yeah, I mean, they are the largest minority, but again, a lot of them can't participate in voting. A lot of them also don't get involved in voting. There's reasons why some it's just not legal. A lot of them is Spanish, so there's a lot of places that maybe don't have bilingual stations. Some just have English, so they maybe don't understand. Or they feel uncomfortable. But the Hispanic population, as a whole, anybody that's Spanish or Latino, they generally don't really majority vote for Democrat. A lot of them vote for Republican. Asian groups, same thing. You have a good 20 to 30%, at least 15, 25% of Asians that vote Republican. They don't even support the Democrat. The only racial group that solely support the Democratic Party is blacks. It's Black American. That's really it. That's the only racial demographic that actually have almost over 90% support and loyalty to. Hispanics don't have loyalty to Democrats, nor Republicans. They get whatever their agenda, they go for it. The thing about the government shutdown is you go inside to do a government shutdown for a few 100,000 illegals. Even though they brought over as kids, they were still brought over as legal. You know what I'm saying? Now, a lot of them was born like anchor babies or something like that. That'd probably be a different story. But a lot of them wasn't born in America. They were brought illegally. So, I mean, to actually just do a government shutdown, it's just dumbfounded to me. Now, the thing about a government shutdown, there's a lot of essential services are still going to be operational. It really affects more of the pay. That's really what it is. It affects the money. A lot of people that work for the federal government, they're just going to get delay of pay. So they still be working, but it's kind of like they're almost working for free, or they're going to be getting like a minimum base salary. You know what I'm saying? So they're not going to get normal pay. So that's the thing about a government shutdown. My disappointment with the Republican Party, it's like you keep helping somebody, and you need their help, they run away. That's what the Democrat Party reminds me. They're one of those cowards that you will help, and then they will leave you stuck when you're in dire need and you're looking for them for help. And that's what black people need to understand. You guys just boycott the Democrat Party. Black people, I know that was that was in that Alabama election. I kind of felt disgusting that blacks will come out and show the support, but like I said, really, I mean, this is what it was. Black people really don't care. They care about molestation, but they don't really get out there and vote. Black people like us, we like to vote using our emotions and everything. We don't really use a logical thing or forward thinking. So we don't look at a logical behind it. And we don't look at it with an intent. So when we do things, it's out of spite of being emotional. And this is not a male, this is not a female thing, not a woman or male thing. This is actually a psychology, almost like an idealism instinct that many black people have. Even I have sometimes. Sometimes I have to catch myself because we are a reactive people, and that's what it was in Alabama. Actually, black people, they said that was the highest they ever voted. They ain't voted that high since the Obama election from the 2008 campaign. And that was because it was more mental and it was emotional. And it was a direct, for black people, it was a direct association to them. If he didn't say something like I said, yeah, he was a Trump supporter, but that wasn't going to make black people or make somebody go to the vote because they look at his agenda and they don't want it and they want this agenda. Because the other guy, Douglas, he had no agenda to what he's going to do with the black community in Alabama. He just ran from past tense. I'm sorry to say, he's a prosecutor, so that was his job to go on and prosecute that. It wasn't like, yeah, he did it in the graces of his heart. That was his job. He got paid to do that. So, and black people sometimes these are false symbols that sometimes I fall victim to, and some black, but like I said, I acknowledge that, and then sometimes I recognize that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't fall for that. And we have to kind of relearn these symbolism and codes, and not to fall under the emotional pretense of action, what we normally do. So yeah, the government shutdown was basically a selfish move for the Democrat Party, and I agree. I stand by Phil Show 100% on this. So that's pretty much my intake. Because let me say, the Democrat Party never did a government shutdown for anything that was associated or affiliated with black people. So some people that I think there was a few people that did make videos about that, and they're spot on. Is it corrupt and greed? Yes, there's some greed in there. I don't think it's corrupt. Well, corruption is everywhere. But is there a greed? Yes. Is there a selfishness? Yes. If there is a self-indulgence? Yes. If there's individualism? Yes. So, I stand firm. I'm not gonna participate in any elections. Even if you're a black or a politician, if you're not fighting for a better black community, and you're not fighting for that particular group that you should be fighting for, I'm not going to support you. This is what it is. All right, one.